All right, guys, it's next project car time again. I should come up with something else. The amount of friggin' cars I built. I picked this up about 3 weeks ago, roughly, give or take. I don't know, my days are running together. I'm so busy, and I haven't left the house in such a long time. It's hard to know what day it is. But this is just going to be here's my next project car video. It's not going to be any repairs or any of that stuff. So, but those will be coming. Hopefully, I'm going to get to start this around March. It's getting close to end of February here, so I'm trying to get some time carved out where I can work on this. So let me show you what it is. It's pretty nice, and it's pretty fresh. It's a fresh kill. Okay, so we got. Make sure I get it in here. So it's a 2017 Ford Focus ST model, and it has 40,680 miles. So it's a pretty fresh car, pretty fresh kill. I'll show you guys around it real quick. It's very nice and straight, everywhere else, right? But I'll show you guys the damage on it. It has the ST seats, right? All the usual stuff they have. No airbags deployed or anything like that. The battery's completely dead, so I cannot show you the miles. Best part about it right here. 6-speed with 3 pedals. It's got, what is this? Oil. Oh, it's got these gauges here. I think a boost gauge, oil pressure. Oil temp, I think, is the other one. So it's pretty nice. This one, or I don't think these have a sunroof in them. This is some boy racer crap. I looked it up. It's something to do with mud flaps. These. I think it has the aftermarket mud flaps on it. The boot is open because I've latched it, so it can't close. Just because the battery's dead, right? So there's no way to open it. So I hooked up a jumper pack, opened it, latched it. Now it's impossible to close it again until I charge the battery and whatnot. The rear spoiler, whoever owned it had installed like a kit to make it stand up. I took it out. It was the stupidest looking thing. So this is where it should be, natural angle or whatever. And this thing was pointing up like this. So I took it out. It's the stupidest looking thing ever. So it's back to the way it should look. And I'll show you. So there was a big gap here, and all these plastic things were installed, and it looks stupid. And it was so ridiculous because these bolts couldn't be installed. So the thing was like it was wobbling around, and it was at the wrong angle, and when you'd open it, like it was real close to hitting the roof. The thing just looks stupid. Oh, here's some extra bits, right? That's that good headlight from the driver's side. I took that out because I didn't want it to get damaged. There's some floor mats in here, and a little cowl cover thing. So all the good bits are back there. I'll show you guys down this side of it. It's real nice and straight again. The only bit of damage it has is here. Somebody's tried to fix a scratch. So, we might fix that after I get the car built. And there's something must went into the boot and scratched the bumpers. And maybe we'll fix those too, when it's all done. But yeah, inside it's real nice and clean. It's pretty dark. I hope this comes through for you guys. But yeah, so it doesn't look like it's been used back there. Let's see. I'll show you guys the best part. So it got stuffed right in this corner. So I don't have a lot of room on this side, so hopefully this comes through for you guys. So the upper apron, this is where your rad support would bolt onto. This should be up here somewhere, right? So the way it got hit, if you kind of look at what happened here, it hit this crash bar, and this just unbolts, right? No big deal. And you can see here it's kinked it up, which is good because it did its job. And then whatever it hit or whatever hit it bounced off of it and took the rad support with it and just crushed this in, right? So not a huge deal. It did take some pretty good suspension damage. So this control arm is completely buckled, and I don't know if you'll see this inner tie rod end. I'm not sure if that'll come through or not. It's bent like a banana. So, and if you look here, you can see the wheel is pushed way back. And you know, if you look at this, the tire came back, you know, as during the accident, and yeah, just took the paint off of that. So yeah, he was probably going fairly quick, I would say, but didn't pop the airbags. And the airbag sensor is actually this bolt. It's on the other side of it. So he was real close to popping a bunch of airbags. So yeah, this is going to be our next project. You know, obviously I need to get a headlight for this side. I need to get a hood for it. Rad support. I did go to the junkyard and get some stuff this week, and I'll show you guys that. I got a new bumper bar, or reinforcement bar, whatever you want to call it. This is for your squirters, right? So that I mean, there isn't even any sign of the old one here, other than the actual squirter itself, right? So that plugs into that bottle right there. I grabbed some bonnet hinges as well, because you know, this one's obviously, it's going to be bent and out of shape. While I was there, what else did I get? Oh, I got a fender for it. And I got this so cheap, it was like $10. And the reason it was so cheap is because this little scratch right here, and it's got a little indentation. I can fix that in about 20 minutes. Put a little mud on it. Perfect. I got this as well for the passenger side, and that's just the one that came off it, the driver's side. Let me see what else. I think that's it. Oh, I got, so this little air duct thing goes in the front. Of course, that was broken. Yeah, so just little plastic bits and pieces. Oh, I gotta throw that away. That's broken. So yeah, I just picked up what I thought I would need. You know what I'm like. You know, I definitely need this. Let me grab it. Right, that kind of thing. And they didn't have any headlights, and they didn't have a rad support for me, so not a huge deal. I'm having trouble finding that. So a new one's only $180. So I might just buy a new rad support. And then this, it looks like it has an electronic kind of air dam system here. So see little flaps right here, and then you got them down here too. Which there should be a bunch of them. There's only like there should be 8. There's 1 left. Oh no, there's 2 left. There you go. But these should be connected to this. And if you like to see that, right? So there's a motor in here. So the car will open and close these flaps as it needs to cool down. I obviously need that as well, right? So we'll have to get all this tore apart, get it out, get part numbers off everything we can. We'll order some bits and pieces. We'll get this thing put back together. The other thing I got at the junkyard was they call them cutouts, but you know, it's basically all the metal work that I need to repair this one. I just had them cut it behind the strut tower. Yeah, obviously on this one, the strut tower is perfect. It's probably not going to be able to show you on camera, but if you put your fingers behind this, the strut tower is undamaged at all. So, and then this outer piece, it welds on right here. So basically, we're going to cut all this out and replace it, you know, with the used part there. And then, yeah, your water tank will sit up here, or your expansion bottle, what do you want to call it. So, lots of cutting and, you know, getting stuff prepped and lots of measuring, and we'll get everything welded in. We should be good to go. I can't really do all of that. I mean, I can start this and line it up, but I'm not going to weld this in until I have a headlight and a rad support and a hood, just to make sure, you know, fender too, right? We'll throw that on, just to make sure everything's perfect, and then we'll take it all apart, weld it in. Yeah, Bob's your uncle. We'll be good to go, you know. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Hopefully, I'll get started on this sometime in March. That's my goal. I'm just really busy right now. What else? Oh, I got the ID for sale. I just got the paperwork for it. So this little guy's for sale. This car is beautiful. I keep driving it around the neighborhood. I cut and polished it too. But it's been sitting out here for weeks in the rain. But it still looks pretty good. You know. So that's ready for sale. Cheap too. I got it up for 11 grand. I think retail's 15. I got too many cars. This is sold, right? I'm storing this for the guy that bought it. So he flew out, drove this, purchased it, paid me for it, what, 6 months ago, something like that? And it's been sitting here ever since. I think he's going to come in April and pick it up. So he asked me if I could store it for him. I'm like, yeah, sure. I parked it under a tree. It's probably a disaster around the back. Let me check. It's probably full of bird shit. Actually, it's not too bad. Yeah, there's some bird shit on it right there. So yeah, don't ask me to store a car for you. And yeah, so this guy's for sale. It's like a freaking parking lot around here. Of course, I've got cars in here, and then this little guy, right? So you gotta start selling some shit. But yeah, that's it, guys. This is gonna be our next build. And yeah, stay tuned. Hopefully, early March, I'll get working on it. In the meantime, I'm going to order some parts, suspension bits and pieces. And yeah, well, it should be a quick enough build. Once I get all the bits and pieces that I need. And Ford parts are cheap. This hood from Ford, like directly from Ford, is $300 and something. And I think I said this rad support's 180. Well, I looked on eBay, and people want $300 for this thing on eBay. I was like, what the hell are they talking about? A new one's 180. So I don't get the whole eBay thing, but yeah, it just shows you could get burned if you didn't look stuff up. But yeah, other than that, that's it, guys. Stay tuned. It's going to be at least 2 or 3 weeks, so or maybe a month or so before I have another video out on anything. Yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching.